What's going on, gang? What's going on? I go by Lucky Lamar. As y'all know, we got DJ Lil King in the background. And with me tonight, I have a very special guest. I have trainer, ref, coach extraordinaire, Mr. Jesse Villareal. How you doing tonight, my friend? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, over the weekend, we had a lot of interesting things happen. I had a good weekend. King, how was your weekend?
Man, it was good. It was good. My Longhorns won. Hey, we did good.
Bro.
It was a good weekend.
Good weekend, man. How was your weekend, Jesse?
Good.
Hell yeah. So before we get into the sports, well, tell the people about yourself. Where you from? How you doing?
Oh man, from the west side of Corpus Christi. Went to West Desoto.
Okay.
Delmar graduate. Texas A&M Corpus Christi graduate, bachelor's degree. You know what I'm saying?
Getting it done. And did you play any sports at West Desoto? Just classwork? What's up?
So I ran cross country for conditioning.
I did not expect that to come out your mouth.
For conditioning for football.
Okay.
During football season, I played football. Ran the hurdles, 110 hurdles, 300s.
Okay, all around athlete. Something slight, get them right. What position did you play when you in football?
What position didn't I play? High school, man, I played receiver and I played in the secondary.
Secondary. Okay. Any collegiate football? Oh, Delmar A&M. But any other like opportunities to play like semi-pro, any flag, anything like that?
I played semi-pro, and I played flag ball, but nothing professionally.
Okay. More than me, you know what I'm saying? I had to retire early, you know what I'm saying? The bones got a little old and shaky.
Who'd you play semi-pro with?
South Texas Bone Crusher.
Oh,
okay, what year?
Already.
Man, I don't even know. I stopped playing like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, because their first season, my brother was he had just gotten into coaching and he was the defensive coordinator their first season.
Yeah, I didn't come along until like the third or fourth year. So.
Oh yeah. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that we're gonna get into is going to be we have a big game this Friday night in San Antonio. We have the Miller Buccaneers taking on the Desoto Eagles. Big game, bro. So I know from the outside looking in, everybody thinks this game's gonna be a blowout. Everybody thinks DeSoto's gonna hang 70, and for the most part, I can't say that I disagree. But I think it's going to be a better game than that. I think Miller's going to put up some points. So I pick high school football on TikTok. And for the last year and a half, I have only picked against Miller once. And they've only let me down once.
What game was that?
That would be
The game that you picked against Miller.
The game I picked against Miller was the Brownsville Veterans Memorial game.
You picked Brownsville to win?
I did.
Damn.
I did.
And the game that Miller let you down, which one was that one?
No, wait. No, I picked Miller, but I said that if they allow, my exact quote was, if you do not stop number 1, you will lose. If you do not stop number 10, you will lose. If you do not stop number 7, you will lose. I forgot their names now. And if you do not stop the run, you will lose. In the second half, they didn't stop the run. All three of those guys got loose, and this DeSoto team just has way more firepower than that team. DeSoto actually just blew out the Georgia State champions.
Yeah, that was week 1.
Yeah, was it Creekside?
Creekside, yeah.
70-0. They actually lost this past weekend 56-57.
No, 57-51 to North
57-51.
Crowley.
Yeah, to North Crowley. So they're coming off a loss. Miller's actually coming off a big win against Seguin. But it all comes down to Trevor for me. If Trevor can find a rhythm early and they can run the ball, I think they got a puncher's chance. But it's going to be interesting. What do you think?
I feel like they control the clock. It can be a game. DeSoto, I seen DeSoto play a couple years ago. Obviously, it's a whole different. It's a new season every season. You know, it's a new team every season. I think Miller has a lot of talent. I think Coach Evans is great. It's going to be a matter of being able to, control the clock and getting stops early.
Yeah. Execute.
The execution is always game plan, baby.
Because my biggest gripe with Miller over the past couple of seasons has always been the same. Their inability to get off the field on third down, whether it be third and short, third and long, fourth and short, big runs on second down. But this season, that defense is physical. They're fast. They're explosive. But I'm just really interested to see, because I think the overall game plan, win or lose, Evans wanted to expose those kids to that caliber of talent before the playoffs hit. Because when the playoffs hit, what happens? Like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are good. You know what I mean? And you come off of playing, like, no disrespect, but you come off from playing King and Carroll and Moody, and like the best team you'll see is probably like a Vets or a Cal Allen if you play them. I mean, so you go up against a Brownsville Vets that says, hey, we've been fighting all year, or you go up against a DeSoto like, hey, bro, you got a 4-3, we got a 4-3. Matter of fact, we got 3 of them. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be good exposure for them. And plus you get all those kids on a bigger stage with more college recruits, more college eyes. And I think that's the bigger thing. And I also think that actually leads us into what King was asking earlier, like what's more important, a team win or an individual great performance? Because let's say Trevor goes out and throws for 315, 2 touchdowns, a pick, but they lose. You know what I mean? As a college scout, like, like he was able to step up in competition to that level. You know what I mean?
So, I mean,
I cannot get my hat on.
Playing that caliber of team, I mean, in in order to have that many yards, you receivers got to catch the ball.
Got to.
So, like what you said, that already meshes together, you know. So, hopefully, if they executing, everything should, you know, go hand in hand. So, just to kind of go back on what you said about Coach Evans playing this caliber of team. So, there was an interview. His mentor is, I believe, the coach from DeSoto.
Yeah, can you get us that name, King? The coach of DeSoto.
Already.
So yeah, so
Isn't it Claude Mathis?
yeah,
so.
right there. That's his name right there. So yeah, I believe that's one of his mentors, and he was having trouble getting the game down here in South Texas. You know, people don't want to play Miller.
Yeah,
They're the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? They're the big dogs down here. So, they were talking back and forth, and you know, it's just. I think Coach Mathis had mentioned, well, why don't you come play us? You know, we meet you halfway. You know, so I think it worked out great, you know, especially for the kids, you know, being able to get in front of playing that caliber of team that's been to the state championship the last 2-3
years, I want to say.
Yeah, it might be 2 back. That for sure back to back.
It's back to back because South
back.
Oak Cliff last year was going for the 3-peat.
Yeah,
so it's back to back.
Yeah, so but yeah, yeah,
man, like,
I lost my train of thought.
Nah, you good, brother. You good, bro. Because like the next thing that King, your take on Miller taking on DeSoto, stepping up in competition like that.
Man, I think it's stepping up the bar, and honestly, man, I think the bar needs to be stepped up here locally when it comes to all athletics, especially basketball and football. We always get to these, and like I'm people might get mad at me, but I'm gonna just keep it 100.
Speak to him.
Going to West Oso, especially in basketball, like for us to not make a regional tournament was like a disappointment. Like the season's a failure.
Yeah,
if you don't make the
absolutely.
regional tournament, the season's basically a failure. Going to CCISD, when I went to Carroll, I realized like, and I know the competition's a little bit stiffer, you know what I'm saying? 3A and 5A was what it used to be back then, which it still is now. CCISD schools would barely even get to like the second round of like the playoffs. And we rare for like a CCISD team to even make a regional tournament. Whenever they would make a regional tournament, they usually get blown out by like a San Antonio school or something like that. And even with the football, like I remember, like I say, back in the day at Carroll, my sophomore year, my freshman year, they went 3 rounds deep into the playoffs, played Austin Westlake and got blown out the water.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, Miller beat Carroll for the district championship, and they went 3 rounds into the playoffs. Their third round, they played against Austin Westlake too in the Alamo Dome and ended up getting blown out the water.
Yeah.
They put up some points. They put up a good game, but at the end of the final score was a blowout, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I think that raising the level of competition is what we need, and we need the level of competition raised because that's what's going to get those scouts looking at these kids down here.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to see – these scouts don't want to see Moody play against King. They don't want to see Teloso play against King. They want to see they will want to see it if this becomes a hotbed for football or something like that. But the only way that it's going to become a hotbed, it has to start somewhere.
Yeah. Agreed. And like that's been like that was one of my first things that I said, like the first time I sat on the couch here was like it amazes me like how much talent we have here, but it doesn't have the opportunity to go play in big collegiate programs. I mean, heck, we have Texas A&M Kingsville, a historically great program that probably doesn't even recruit for real inside of Corpus. You know what I mean? But I say all that to say Corpus, it's a crop of talent that just needs the stage, and I think that like it's a great move. Hopefully next season we get like, not saying Vets versus South Lake Carroll or anything, but like somebody play.
We need to start getting those type of matches though. Yeah. It's like what they've been complaining about in the NCAA, and I'm watching the Texas versus Michigan game, and after the game, all the announcers are basically crediting both schools for even scheduling those games.
Absolutely.
And we need to have those games scheduled on the high school level too.
And I was gonna say I wasn't gonna say like South Lake, but like another like versus freaking who's another like not up there, but like second tier. I don't know.
I just feel like if you want to raise the bar, you got to play the bar. I want to say
a couple seasons back, Coach Evans had scheduled a game against Waco La Vega.
Yeah, Waco La Vega.
They were coming off two back-to-back state championships and a runner-up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that season it was the COVID year? I think
so.
Yeah.
That year Waco La Vega didn't do too hot, but boy, they had some dogs.
So the next thing that I want to get into, I love that conversation. Let's keep the train rolling. Speaking about young and developing talent. My question for you two is, do y'all believe that Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, is stunting the growth and development of Shedeur Sanders? Not necessarily is he good for the University of Colorado, is he good for the program as a whole, just simply coach to quarterback, this development of it. You know what I mean? Like from the eyes of a trainer or like a coach or something like that, like from the moment he's started working with him, whether it be high school, collegiately, has he gotten significantly better, or do y'all feel like he's kind of tailed out and like kind of leveled off?
So just from things I hear and see in the media, I mean, it's Deion Sanders, you know, you're going to have a target on you, you know, whether it's positive or negative, and we all know Deion's trying to grow these young men, you know, and I know it's his son, but I did see a video with Prime the other day where Shiloh was missing off in one of the drills, and Shiloh's his other son plays safety, right? He plays
safety.
So he's like, hey, you need to get out of here, like you missing around, like kick rocks, you know. So when it comes to the development of Shedeur, I don't think so. You know, I've read some things, you know, but it's all gonna be negative if you're trying to. It's gonna be what you make it. So if you're gonna make it negative, it's gonna be negative. You know, if you're gonna bring some light to it in a certain manner, it's gonna be brought up in that way. But we're on the outside looking in. You know, we really don't know what's going on. But I personally, in my opinion, no. Just Prime's a competitor. You know, Shedeur is a competitor. You know, but I don't think he's hurting the development at all. I think he's trying to grow him to put him in position, you know,
to be like the face of an NFL franchise one day.
And in my mind, I feel like at that level, whenever you're at the college, like a lot of people don't realize it, but most of the time you're spending more time with your position coach than you are the head coach. You more than less, you have a better relationship with the actual position coach than you do the head coach. And I know that's his pop, so I know that's not the case. But at the same time, like Deion isn't the quarterback coach, so Deion isn't the one that's developing him as the quarterback. Yeah, on the outside looking in, we're looking at it like Deion is responsible for the development of his kids, because and at the end of the day, he is, but he's responsible for putting the pieces in place to develop those kids. He can't develop each and every position on his own. Yeah. He's the CEO, so he has to put the people in position to be able to develop the potential. They basically running it like a business now, so I'm basically talking almost down like a business. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
Hell yeah.
And I agree with
level,
that.
that's all it
And and you can tell like
He's
even
not in the
with-
quarterback's room whenever there's
Yeah.
a quarterback meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you can tell like the effort is there with simply what he did for the D line with bringing in Warren Sapp to be a coach for that D line. What I think is really truly hurting Colorado from taking that next step is their failure to commit to the run. Like not this past week because they got the doors blown off them by Nebraska, but that first game of the season, like they had several opportunities to really either kill the clock or just simply get out of that game with a bigger point spread by just simply running the ball. But I think the thing that he has done a disservice to not just Shedeur the son, but like the overall quarterback is the offensive line that he's put in place. You know what I mean? Like the effort, it was there, but like the execution is not there. Like that offensive line is still giving up way too much pressure. They're giving up way too many sacks, and it's Shedeur still hanging on. Like sometimes it's still him still hanging on to the ball, and is like that because like not necessarily because of the head coach. Is the OC calling too many deep routes? Does he need to call more quick game? But like an outside looking in, I really can't be the one to tell.
You could always scheme differently. You know, bring in an extra blocker. You know, bring in a heavier package. You know, bring in an extra back. You know, full back.
Yeah.
Go 2 back sets. You know, of course, then there's gonna be less lanes open because you're taking guys out of running routes. But I mean, if you got the talent for those guys to get open, a baller's gonna ball.
Baller's gonna ball,
baby.
Yes, sir.
So-
Yes, sir. How do you think Colorado finishes the season, bro? Like they're 0-2 right now. Let's see who they got.
No, they're 1-1. 1-1.
Oh, wait, my bad. No disrespect, Coach Prime. Just like he's gonna be watching this. One day he will be. All right. So next up, they're 1-1 right now. Next up, they have Colorado State. What you think?
That's a rivalry game.
Rivalry game, and it's in wherever I think they're in Colorado Springs, Denver. I don't know where Colorado State's at, but they're in Colorado State's home.
Okay, they're the away team then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, it's always tough playing away games.
Always,
Always, no matter what.
Coach Prime and Colorado did not play well on the road. Didn't they lose every road game last season?
Didn't they play at TCU last year?
They did play at TCU. They won that game.
At least 1-0 on the road. So.
They at least won.
Starting off.
Flashbacks. All right, so I'm gonna say they get it together and they pull out the dub at Colorado State. Let's see. After that, they got Baylor coming to Boulder.
It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one, Baylor. What Baylor look like?
Baylor's 1-1. I don't think Baylor has too much hype around them. Let's see. Baylor has played Charleston State, which they beat 45-3. Then they lost to Utah 23-12.
Charleston State. That's not an FBS school, is it?
I don't think so. Can't be. They play North Alabama, Southeast Louisiana, Southeastern Utah. Nah. I don't know what level they are, though. I think they are FBS or FCS.
That was a money game for Charleston State.
That was, boy, hey, ball was going ball.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this is what I expect. Like when
That's the
coaches are
business side.
gearing up for games like that. All right, fellas, listen here. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna get paid. All right. I mean, we're gonna play hard. That's what I mean. We're gonna play hard. Hey, coach, make sure that check cleared. All right. Don't get hurt. Execute. Get paid on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get paid. Like, bro. Okay. You're the coach of Texas A&M Corpus Christi football. Sark's on the phone.
Hey, let's run it.
Let's run it.
Let's run it. What we running to that?
Hey, bro. Hey, coach. This is what I think we need to do. We need to go out there, first play of the game. We need to take a knee. Oh man. Hey, defense. Check this out.
You stupid, man.
Look, DC over there like this. Look, don't you hurt Quinn Ewers. Look, if you hurt Quinn, we ain't never coming back here.
Put in arch. Put in arch, baby.
You think you coming back if you touch Quinn? What you think gonna happen if you touch Arch?
You know he went off on arch, right?
Who, Quinn? Sorry, I'm not surprised. For what? What happened? Educate me.
Just circus plays.
Oh, I figured Sark didn't like that one. I figured
Yeah,
it.
when I saw it, I was like, ooh, that was a little not Manning. Like,
Yeah, that was on my fresh, and I'm trying to make a mark.
they scored though, right?
That he scored. That
scored.
was first career touchdown.
Ball is
pass.
ball, you know.
Ball is ball, my boy. All right, let's get back to this Colorado schedule. They have Baylor. I am going to say they win against Baylor. After that, they got UCF, and they got to go to Florida to play UCF. What you say?
What's their record?
They're 2-0 right now.
Are they ranked?
They are not ranked. They have played New Hampshire and Sam Houston, and they played TCU this weekend.
I guess we'll find out after this weekend.
I'm gonna take the Knights. Let's see.
Yeah, you know what? Because you're going from Colorado. Colorado is probably pretty cool right now, you know.
Man, stop overthinking. You got Colorado on the
man,
road.
No, I'm just saying that you got to go to Florida. Think about it.
They about to be distracted.
It's going to be hot, humid.
Then they got Kansas State. I'm going with the Wildcats.
They in the Big 12 now. I forgot.
They
Why they playing all these
They
Big
got
12
they got Kansas State.
They ranked too, right?
They're 12. They're 14 right now.
I got Kansas State.
Let's see, Arizona. Then they got to go to Arizona, and Arizona's ranked 20 right now.
I think they pulled it off.
I give them that one on the road. I think they pulled that one out. Then they got Cincinnati at home. I think they beat the Bearcats.
It's not a Big 12 game, right?
I think Cincy's in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see, Cincy. Yep, they're in the Big 12. They played TCU, Kansas State, Iowa State, West Virginia. Yeah, they're in the Big 12.
They're in the Big 12 now.
Somebody had to replace Texas and Oklahoma. Let's see. They beat the Bearcats, I think.
I'm going to go with
Colorado, okay. Texas Tech. I'm going Texas Tech simply because Colorado can't cover anybody.
Texas Tech,
And
baby.
Same.
Who Colorado playing?
So we're going over their schedule right now.
Already.
And we've gotten down to Colorado versus Texas Tech.
Already.
We both got Tech. Then they got Utah. And then that's a home game. Utah. The Utes. Don't sleep on the Utes, my boy.
That's the red ones or the blue ones?
That's the red ones.
I like the red, so.
Yeah, the red one. Yeah, I'm going Utah as
Roll
well.
with the red.
It's almost done. They got to go to Kansas.
Dub. Colorado.
I think I'm going. I give them that one on the road.
Jalen Daniels finna show his ass. Come on, y'all.
Let's see. Oklahoma State.
Old State.
I'll take the Buffs closing out the season with a dub.
Where they play?
In Boulder.
That changes everything.
Shador's last game.
Shador's last game.
Is he?
He is so gone to the league. It don't matter if he was a red shirt 8th grader.
Yeah, Hunter gone
Think
too.
he going?
Yeah,
Hell
Travis
yeah.
gone. Shador's gone. Shiloh's gone. They're all done.
We're going to learn in the season.
I'll take the Buffs in an emotional win. They gonna be crying, nigga.
What you think about this 12-team playoff?
What do I think about the 12-team playoff? I think
love it.
it's overkill. They should have went with 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what?
Eight.
Like it's like
I was At first, I thought it was going to be 8. When I found out it was 12, I kind of like. A part of me, it is overkill, but at the same time, a part of me is like, shit, it's more football.
Man, I mean, this is the way I look at it. Half of the top 25 gets in. All I got to do is be mid. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you wanted more than 8, do 10 with the last 2 being the first seeds or some kind of like wild card game to get in. You know what I mean? Kind of like how the NBA has like the
That's
play-in
how it
tournament.
is, though.
That's the same thing,
though. That's how it is?
It's not the top 12 teams.
Yeah,
It's not. It doesn't go by the top 12 ranked teams. It goes by like the four conference champions or automatic bids, and then the rest go by the ranking. So if you could literally win your conference, say Colorado wins the Big 12 and they're not ranked, then they're automatically in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I'm good with it then.
So
the other 4
you can literally be in the college football playoff and not be ranked.
Bet. As long as it's not like they just take the top 12 teams, because like to me that wouldn't make sense, because like I mean something like 7 SEC schools can get it, that would be overkill type shit. But
if you get into
literally
playoffs,
7
you're gonna be
SEC
ranked.
schools can make it.
fuck yeah, then that's right. But that's cool though. I still want an 8 though. Like I still think 12 is a little much. But hey, I ain't gonna be old and grumpy. I'm gonna get with the times. You know what I'm saying? Make it 16. Let's get fun with it.
I don't know about 16.
The reason I say that because I feel like, damn, the years that my Longhorns get good, now the path to a championship then got harder and longer.
Facts.
It used to be win 1 game and you were the champion. Then it went to you got to win 2 games and you were the champion. Now you have to win, I think 3. And if you're
4 if you start off.
If you start off in the quarterfinals.
I like it. So basically what y'all are telling me.
Or it might be 2 still. It could still be 2, but I thought it was 3. It may still be 2 and 3, but I thought it was 3 and 4. I'll have to go look at the bracket.
The 4th game is a championship.
Already.
That's fucking dope, bro. That's crazy. Speaking of the 12-team playoffs, right? Texas went up to Ann Arbor and dog walked the ish out of the Michigan Wolverines. Bro, is it time to say that UT...
We're back.
You beat me to it. Is it time for us to say that the University of Texas in Austin, Burnt Orange with Bevo, have finally made it back? Or do you need to see some type of hardware to officially say it?
Need that hardware, baby.
Need that hardware?
Need the hardware.
King?
Well, it just depends on what you mean Texas is back. Because before Vince Young them won that national title in 2005, they hadn't won a national title since 1970.
Yeah.
But from 2000 all the way up until 05, let's just say from 2000 up until the Rose Bowl game where they beat Michigan, people would say those teams were back.
Yeah.
But they hadn't won nothing yet, but they were having consistent 10-win seasons and stuff like that. So for me, I guess to see consistent 10-win seasons would mean that you're back.
Okay.
Auburn won a national title in the next year.
Whoa. Leave us out of this.
Did they not even make a...
we are down and out.
Did they not make a bowl game?
When?
The year they won... They won a national title with Cam in 2010.
Oh, we were terrible in 2011.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
was it 2010 or 2011?
We won it in the 2010 season.
Okay, but it was bet. All right.
And then the 2011 season, that was when Todd was the quarterback, and they were splitting between him and like Kyle Frazier or something like that.
Did they even make a bowl game?
No, they were
That's
terrible.
What I'm saying.
And then when Nick Marshall came, the 2013 season, that's when they got close. The 2014 season, they lost to Florida State.
Yeah.
And then But for me, I think it's a combination of both. Consistently getting into the playoff, and I think the conference championship is going to be a little bit more difficult now that they're in the SEC. But consistently getting into the playoff, a couple of conference championships, like he said, like consistently having 9+, 10+ win seasons.
10 plus. If
10
Texas,
plus.
9 don't mean shit here in Texas. At Texas, 9 don't mean shit. It may mean something for for them Aggies, but for them Longhorns, nah, it's 10 or bust.
Yeah.
Hey, look, national championships speak for themselves, regardless of how many games you win in.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say
Yeah.
about that.
I agree with that because there's been plenty of times, like even in the NFL, like Green Bay wild card teams go in, get the job done. The Giants wild card team wouldn't got the job done. But I'm so excited, bro. So let's see. Who are 5 locks that you got making the college football playoffs? Outside of conference champions. Let's see. I go through. I'll give you the top 25 right now. Let's see. NCAA.
Top 25 college football. Let's go.
All right. 1 through 25, right? Just give me 5 teams that you say, okay, that's a lock to make it. Okay, you ready? I'm going to go top down. King, you too. You ready?
Yeah.
We got at number. Y'all want me to go from the bottom up or top down?
Bottom up.
Bottom up. All right. Top 25. Or do y'all want to expand it to 12 teams?
Now go top 25.
Okay. And then I'm saying, like, you want 12 teams, like your 12 team bracket, or just your 5 locks? Let's do 6 since it's a 12 team bracket. Bet. All right. We have Northern Illinois University 2-0 after beating Notre Dame, and they're ranked 25.
Is this your prediction, or are you talking as of today?
No, he's just a prediction.
It's a prediction. Like,
Northern Illinois is getting in?
No.
No. Like, I'm going, like, this is the top 25 list. And I want y'all to come up with 5 schools that y'all will say at the end of the road will be in the college football playoff. Out of these current top 25 that you feel. You ready? All right. 25, we have Northern Illinois University at 2-0. No? Nope. King, I say no.
Nah.
Boston College at 24.
You can just run through all the teams, and then I'll tell you at the end which 6 I think have a chance.
So we have Northern Illinois, Boston College, Nebraska, Clemson, Iowa State.
Tell the numbers that they're
Okay. 25, Northern Illinois. 24, Boston College. 23 is Nebraska. 22 is Clemson. 21 is Iowa State. 20 is Arizona. 19 is Louisville. 18 is Notre Dame. 17 is Michigan. 16 is LSU. 15 is Oklahoma. 14, Kansas State. 13, Oklahoma State. 12, Utah. 11 is USC. 10 is Miami. 9, Oregon. 8, Penn State. 7, Tennessee. 6, Missouri. 5, Oklahoma. 4, Alabama. 3, Ohio State. 2, UT. 1, Georgia.
You want us our top 6 lot.
Your 6 that are that you feel are guaranteed to get in there.
I got them top 4.
Okay.
Georgia, Texas.
So your first 4 in are Georgia, Texas, Ohio State, Alabama. 2 more. You want me to run through the list again?
I'm gonna go to Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska. Okay. I like that pick. I like Dylan Raiola.
Man, it's tough.
Scary in these streets.
I'm going with SC or LSU. But
There's no or. We're not freaking.
I'm gonna ride with SC, man. I'm gonna ride with SC.
Bet. So we got Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma. Or why do I keep saying Oklahoma State? Ohio State, Alabama, USC, and Nebraska. I like it. What you got, King?
Texas, because we finna beat Georgia.
Okay.
Texas, Georgia, Ohio State. Who's number 4 right now?
Alabama.
Yeah, I think Bama gets in too.
Okay.
And my dark horses, USC. And I got one that's going to surprise y'all, but I watched them play, and, man, them boys was no joke.
Miami.
Arizona.
Oh, okay. I like that pick. Okay, my 6. Okay. I'm gonna take. I think Georgia stumbles this season. Like, I think if they get in, it's not gonna be like at number 1. I think they'll be like midway, only based on record. Because they got to play Texas, they got to play. I think they play Bama, and I think they play LSU. They're not getting through all of those games this year. So I'm just simply not gonna pick them because they're a given, and those y'all already picked them. So I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. Give me Tennessee.
Not a bad one.
Give me Utah. I like the Utes. Texas. I really like that Nebraska pick. But
Of course, it's me.
shut your ass. I said, who did I say? I said Tennessee, Texas, Utah.
You said another one.
Tennessee, Texas, Utah.
Did you say Arizona?
Nah, he said Arizona. I like Miami.
The university?
The U. Like, not Ohio.
Just make sure.
The U, and then give me Alabama. Nah, I don't trust Milroe.
Nebraska doesn't play Arizona either, so that could be a possible Big 12 championship game.
Oh yeah. Tell you what, I got 2 more. Give me, I'll say Georgia, fuck it. And surprise team, Ole Miss. I'll take Ole Miss. Those are my picks.
I don't like the last one.
It's okay. It don't like you either. But you're still my boy, though. Give me one. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Okay. So, did you watch any NFL this weekend? Did you? Did you? I know King probably didn't because he was sleeping. UT wasn't on. You know what I'm saying? Who's your squad?
My fantasy team? Well, I tell you what, my kicker got me 24 points.
Don't tell me you have Boswell from the Steelers.
Jake Moody.
Ooh, okay. So, who is your favorite NFL team? We'll get into your fantasy team in a minute. I don't want to talk about fantasy. I'm trying to make some moves. I made some catastrophic mistakes.
Bang, bang, Niner gang, you know.
I'm done with this fucking interview now. I'm done with you, bro. Okay, so biggest takeaway from your Bang Bang Niner gang. Because I got some things to say about your Niners. That's going to surprise you.
Biggest takeaway. So, Brandon Ayuk had a couple of drops. We came out a little sluggish offensively to begin with. Outside of that, I think we did a great job. I know towards trash time, we started missing tackles. I didn't really pay attention to if we had the starters in or not, but, you know, that back end of the fourth quarter, we definitely started missing a lot of tackles. But outside of that, I think we played good when it came to being comfortable. I think Jordan Mason did a good job running the rock, but he's been running the rock like that since he's been riding Chloe on his little wristbands and stuff like that. So, but he's been a dog for us.
How long has he been in the league? Because he's been there a while, right?
3-4 years.
3-4 years? I thought so. This is what I don't like about the Niners. And this is coming from me. And I'm an Eagles fan. Y'all got too much fucking talent. Y'all got too much talent. I know we got a lot of talent, but y'all got developed talent. You know what I mean? Like, y'all talent got a bond. Y'all talent, like, has been through some shit together. You know what I mean? And the thing that I dislike / like the most about y'all is Brock Purdy be sitting back there, be throwing lollipops.
DCB, baby.
Look, bro, he be throwing this. That be the fastest lollipop I've ever seen. It go, shoop, and somebody's always wide the fuck open. Like, whether it's Ayuk, whether it's Debo, whether it's Kittle or Jennings, like, there's always somebody running scot-free. McCaffrey. I don't even want to speak his devilish name. Guess who I drafted first overall in fantasy football this year? And they didn't tell a nigga until freaking 6:55 that he wasn't going to be playing in a 7:15 game. Bruh, I was livid. You couldn't even take him out. But guess who I got now, though?
Let me tell you who my last pick in the draft was.
Don't say it.
I already had him. Roster, baby. I already knew.
For y'all who were watching, he had Jordan
baby.
Mason already picked up on his roster before. Like, so you drafted him knowing like they're gonna be up to some shit.
I already knew McCaffrey had the calf.
So you're a Niner fan, so I'm glad I get to ask you this because like I watch like a lot of videos, like press conferences from like Nick Sirianni, Kellen Moore, Vic Fangio, the players on the roster. Do you do the same thing?
Sometimes, whenever I see it pop up on my phone, I usually watch the Facebook Live video.
Yeah, and the reason why I asked is like, did the fan base know that C-Mac wasn't going to be playing, or like was it just the biggest surprise to y'all as it was to everybody else?
Well, he had practice all week, so that was one thing. So I was kind of like eyeing it because my fantasy team, that's one. But I didn't know until game time, 90 minutes out. So I didn't know about it until
So
about
they
an
broke
hour
the
and a
news on the
half
wire
before the game. Yeah.
because I don't know if you saw it or not, but like Jordan Mason actually got in trouble for his response on the field when I think it was it Aaron Andrews who asked him when did you find out you were gonna be starting? And he goes, I've known since Friday. And then Kyle Shanahan gets into the press conference and he goes, I never told him that. No one, and we didn't tell him that. I told him to probably be ready, but I never told him that he was going to be starting. And then like now Jordan Mason's at his press conference and the media ask him, so when did you find out you're going to be starting? Like you can tell like Kyle just ripped him a new one. And he's like, man, see that right there, that question right there. Next question.
The question right there is why I'm mad is exactly
that
what he
question
said.
right there is why I'm mad. So how do you what do you think happened, bro? Because I think what happened was like they for sure told him Friday that he would start. Like, what do you think happened?
So I was looking at the article. So basically, what happened is they told Jordan Mason his role as a number 2 wasn't gonna be a typical role, So that was kind of just he was probably still gonna be heavy within the game. Yeah. But just McCaffrey was going to be somewhat involved is how I understand it. Because when you told me what we were going to be talking about, and I hadn't had no knowledge about that until yesterday. Yeah. So I looked it up, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, But I read the article, and Friday, is when Kyle gave Jordan Mason the news that he is going to probably have a bigger role than the usual number 2. So I guess the communication, me as a player, if I'm a backup,
and my role is bigger. My role can't get much bigger than starting.
Yeah, well, he didn't say starting. He just says your role's gonna be, a little different than we typically go with our number 2 guy. So basically, that's what happened, and I think that's kind of where miscommunication gets mixed a little bit, especially when you're talking to somebody. If you tell somebody something. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like the game of telephone?
Perception.
Perception.
You perceive something a certain way. It's just like, oh, okay. You tell somebody, that's not what you meant. And you break it down. They're like, oh, okay. I see what you mean. So I can see how something like that could make it seem like he was going to be starting, but that wasn't it at all.
And I agree. It comes down to like choice of word because simply Kyle saying, hey, your role might change. Like, and she goes, hey, when did you find out? Well, I found out Friday that my role might change. Not necessarily knowing that she said, hey, when are you going to be starting? You know what I mean? So I get both sides of it. I just wish I could hear that conversation because I feel like Kyle chewed his ass. Because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if it came out that he actually indeed found out, quote unquote, that he was starting and Christian wasn't, the NFL would have liked to have known that their superstar of a running back wasn't starting. And, like, you know what I mean? Because that would have changed so many money lines, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that part. But Christian McCaffrey had been on the injury list. He's been on injury list like the last,
since training camp, right?
4 weeks. Since preseason.
Yeah, like because I remember reading that he aggravated his
calf tendonitis.
His calf tendonitis, and like if I'm the Niners, I get why they're so cautious. I just seen Aaron Rodgers 8 seconds into his Jets career last season pop an Achilles after suffering a calf strain. I'm not going to rush a running back who needs his legs way more than a quarterback does in certain situations. Because, like, you do have your mobile quarterbacks or whatever. But even looking at, like, Aaron and Kirk Cousins, like, they both look, like, I'm sorry, but, like, they look stiff. Like, they can't move. So I respect them holding them out. Just why they gotta yell at the young bull? But he should have known better. He should have known, like, I found out before I found out when y'all did. Know what I mean?
He kind of did.
He kind of did. Kinda. He did find out when we did.
He had an idea.
He had an idea. You know what I'm saying?
He just want 100 about
like,
it.
they didn't wanna spring it on him like, hey, bro, just so you know, your first start's Monday night. Oh shit.
Nah, he was ready for the call.
Yeah, he is.
He got a heavy workload during the preseason. Either way, so
he was, and I picked him up in both my fantasy leagues. I made sure to do that.
After,
I was so mad. I didn't even. You know what's crazy? I could have just went before the game, picked him up, and started him.
You should have.
I should have. I didn't know who to back up. I should have called you. That's what I should have did.
But did you have somebody to drop that hadn't played yet?
I did it. I was out of there, big dog.
Ooh, I'm glad you.
Let me see your team. Who's your fantasy team? Let me hear the lineup.
All right, C.J. Stroud, James Conner, Jordan.
Well, you was ready for that question.
Jordan Mason, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk. Boy, he did me dirty. Schultz from the Texans. What is it? Jaden Reed from the Packers.
Oh, he did work.
The Seahawks defense. Boy, I hate that's my defense, but they did me good. Then I got Gardner Minshew, David Montgomery, Brian Robinson, Jacoby Myers, Wandale Robinson,
sheesh,
and Kobe Parkinson.
Okay, check this out. I'm rocking with my new lineup. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that I got Christian in. So I'm gonna start with that. It should be Christian McCaffrey. I'm gonna start with that.
You should trade him.
Right? So I what?
You should trade him.
I'm thinking about it.
Don't do it.
I'm not. I got Patrick Mahomes.
Trash.
That's rude. Devon Achane, Jordan Mason, Cooper Kupp, Debo Sam. I picked up Cooper Kupp. I drafted him just in case Puka got hurt. I felt it was gonna happen. Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel. I didn't play Cooper Kupp though. I'm shooting myself in the foot for that one. Debo, Travis Kelce, Devontae Smith, the Ravens defense, Justin Tucker. I picked up Zeke because I like the way that Dallas used him. Not necessarily because I'm going to start him or nothing, but like he was getting a few more touches than I thought he was going to get.
You what's it called? How many man league?
8.
Oh yeah, I think we're in. I think mine's a 14.
Yeah, that's too many. There's nothing out there.
Well, you got to know how to play. Hey, I'm number 1 in my league right now, baby. Number 1, shit.
Then, so this is what I picked up.
Championship season, baby.
I got Zeke, Isaiah Likely, Baker Mayfield, Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel.
Not bad.
Baker's not bad, bro. DK Metcalf, Kyle Pitts, and Brian Robinson. So
you went and picked up Isaiah Likely?
I went and picked up Isaiah Likely. Bro, one league I have Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, and I went and picked up Isaiah Likely.
I think there's one more tight end. I can't think of his name.
What team?
I don't know. I'd be on the wire all the time.
Bro, me too, dog. You gotta live by the wire.
Madsen for the Raiders.
Running back?
Yeah.
I just made too many running back moves. I mean, like
You never have enough running backs.
You can never have enough running backs, bro.
I always keep a running back, quarterback on deck.
The facts. That's why I picked up Baker. So one league I have Pat Mahomes and Tyreek. Not Tyreek.
Gardner Minshew.
Check this out.
I drafted ahead, baby. I drafted piss people off.
And then check this league out. I have Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Mason, Bijan Robinson, Chris Godwin.
How you get Bijan?
It auto drafted. My first pick auto drafted. I was mad.
Cheater.
So Bijan, Chris Godwin, Debo Samuel, Travis Kelce, Devontae, Ravens defense, Justin Tucker again. But dig this bench out. I have Mark Andrews, Stephon Diggs, Najee Harris, Aaron Jones, Isaiah Likely again, Terry McLaurin, Tua Tagovailoa on the bench.
Boy, you need to pick up Tank Dell or Nico if they're available.
Bro, that's what I was saying. As soon as I saw the game, because like as soon as I saw the game, Stephon Diggs now is not the receiver he was when he was younger. His route tree to me is become very, very limited. You know what I mean? It's either everything's within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. His deep routes, if he does get a catch, it's either because the DB got tricked on a double move or some type of spectacular contested catch.
I mean, you got to be open either way.
You got to be open either way.
You got to snag the rock.
You got to. But I would definitely want to pick up Tank Dell. I would definitely want Nico Collins or Tank Dell for sure. Kings Texans are doing good, man. That was a hell of a game, bro. Between Stroud and Richardson. Can we talk about that for a second?
Did you see that rocket, Richardson?
Bro, he launched like 4 of them though. That was like the touchdown one was dope.
That was to who? Pierce.
Pierce.
That's not a bad pickup either.
We don't have a weekly fantasy football segment.
Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready.
Freaking. The one that impressed me the most though was when CJ play action turns around, slips on his knees.
The first slip.
The first one from his knees, bro. Like somebody said,
the one he threw right under the linebacker, just on the right hash.
Yep.
I remember that play.
Somebody goes, if that was Patrick Mahomes, it would have broke the internet. And I can't disagree because you know how they be glazing up, Pat. I'm saying I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. I'm public enemy number 2 for Patrick Mahomes. You, my friend, that nigga took 2 from you. Like, he only took 1 from me.
Hey, I'm just a fan.
He took 2 from y'all, bro.
I'm just a fan. At the end of the day, you know, we don't win the championship. We with the rest of the league, baby. You either first or with the other 31 teams, you know.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
You either run or you don't. That's all that matters is that hardware, baby.
Hardware.
You know, give my check.
Speaking of hardware, we're going to segment into something that's a little bit more serious. This video is brought to you by. But on a serious note, week 1 had a lot of great football on the field, but it had. Wait, this is serious. So, okay.
What they can't say?
They try to find a motive. Why do what I do? Anywho, so.
He said,
there was a lot of good football on the field. But there was interesting situations off of the field before the season could even get their first round of Sunday morning football games going. Roger Goodell hadn't even sipped his coffee. The lawn crew hadn't even finished painting the end zones. Drew Rosenhaus hadn't even rolled off of his 50-cent hooker before he gets a call saying, hey, bro, they arresting Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill on his way to the arena on Sunday was pulled over for speeding. If I'm not mistaken, it was 60 and a 50, 55 or something like that.
It was like 113 or something.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, they didn't release that part.
He was going fast.
Okay, when you get ready, can you find how fast Tyreek was going for me? But it was like 60 and a 55 or something. It wasn't
like 65 and a 50 or something.
Like it wasn't that crazy.
Oh, okay.
Because
I thought I saw something crazy.
Like, of course you did. It
was one of the motorcycle cops though.
Yeah, and so he pulls up because I saw the whole exactly.
Don't tell my window. Don't tell my window like that.
Don't tell my window like that.
And then he gonna roll out the window.
And then he gonna roll out the window. Nick, this is how normal motherfuckers get pulled over right here.
I get pulled over. This is what I'm doing. Out that thing.
But bruh, for real.
Out that thing. I don't know how to play around. We got pulled up on the way to the game the other night.
Bruh.
Well, I was scared as shit.
See,
I got locks. I speak how I speak. You
hang out with us?
Now my crew chief, you know, he white. He white as fuck. He cool though.
Well, what's your badge number?
Nah, he don't talk like that. He from South Oak Cliff now. You know, don't get it twisted now.
Hey, what's your badge number, Woody?
Then you know, Mexican dude and the other dude I'm with, he's mixed. He's black and white, but he look more white than anything. Yeah. Boy, they dropping phones, picking up. I'm my hands right here. I'm like, man, if y'all don't stop moving, like please. I'm like, Johnny, you better not roll up my window. Bruh, like, I do not mess with cops.
Look, you got your ID right here.
So I'm just like, no, I ain't moving.
And that's what I took from the situation. It's like, bro, yes, you are a very successful young man in this country. But at the end of the day, that badge got an ego. Like, and if he feels he got a pew-pew.
Bang bang night again.
Bang bang, not bang, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like, I knew it. Like once I saw like the body cam footage, I knew it was gonna go left as soon as he, like you said, stop knocking on my window like that. Gives him his stuff and rolls it up.
Yeah.
Like now, throw the man on the ground. Maybe not. That's a little much. But
when he opened the door, like, you know, I feel like Tyreek was about to start complying, but that's kind of Tyreek's fault too. Now, was it excessive? So I'm a military veteran, y'all. So speaking from the standpoint of keeping positive control, I understand it.
Yeah.
You know, also, you know, the other cop knew it was Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
You know, and he kind of said that, you know, when sometimes guys get on a power trip or sometimes guys ain't thinking and they're like in go mode, you know, at the same time, you know, you got to realize this man trying to get home to his family too. He
Yeah,
see a window up, you know, it's just like, I'm not taking the cop side. I'm not saying Tyreek was right either. You know, I'm just giving
your perspective.
Like
how we said earlier, perspective, perception.
Exactly. So, you know, end of the day, everybody trying to make it home.
Facts.
You know, obviously Tyreek was complying, you know, once he realized,
oh shit, they ain't playing.
Yeah. And at the same time, was a cop a little excessive? Yeah, he was. You know, but at the same time, I understand why. Could he have been a little bit less excessive? Yes. Yeah. You know, but hey, it is what it is. The situation happened.
Yeah.
Hey, like that celebration?
Because he's a modern Ocho Cinco with the celebrations. But what I take away, like, it's just all comes back to what, like how we were saying earlier, like what I've been taught when I was young, what like hopefully I can bestow upon like my children one day, is like once you get, like if you are unfortunate enough to get pulled over, like hands on the wheel, like once they like window down, hands on the wheel. As soon as they come up, all right, license registration, my license over here, can I grab it? Cool, bam, bam. And then like so that way, in the words of Shannon, like I can get him from my car to his car as fast as possible. We both going our way, type shit.
But speaking of that, I was never taught that.
Really?
Like I've never had my parents teach me what to do in that situation coming up as a kid, because it wasn't as, I can't say it wasn't as common. It probably was as common. It just wasn't as common to be seen on social media and nationwide. And it wasn't covered in the newspaper that black man got pulled over illegally, or, you know what I'm saying, illegal search and seizure of his vehicle. They wasn't going to write about that in the Caller Times the next day type, where somebody just has to pull over and see something going on. Hell, in the video that I saw with the Tyreek Hill situation, I seen about 3-4 cars riding by going slow. So you know what they was doing? Film.
Slow down, that's Tyreek.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, like, my parents never taught me that either. The crazy part where I learned that from, so when I was in the military, I got a speeding ticket and I had to go take a defensive driving course. And they said, yeah, you ever get pulled over, make sure your hands on the steering wheel, make sure they can see me at all times, this, that, the other. So, you know, so you they let you go, whatever. So I learned that from a defensive driving course.
Damn.
You know, so it's been good for me, because like every time I get pulled over, I don't even keep on the stop. I'm out here like, can you see him?
Yeah,
and especially with all the things that go on nowadays, like, nah, man.
Yeah,
and I've been in a situation, you know, with my wife where we got pulled over one time because the headlight was out and the insurance had ran out at midnight and it was 12:10. So the car ended up getting towed, but man, you know, I mean, my wife's black, you know, and I look how I look, you know. This is when I had my short hair, cop, gun, hand on gun. I'm just like, hey man, like, relax. Like, I'm a veteran. Like, you're not at any harm. Like, relax. So I've been in those situations before, so that's why those situations for me, I'm just like real cautious and mindful of where my movement, my tone, and all that. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to go home.
Absolutely. And like the 3-4 times, like I don't never want to go get pulled over again. But it's like, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Like, where you going? Like, I remember one time, oh my goodness, I hate the story. So I'm delivering pizzas on the north side, bro. I'm working at Pizza Hut, right?
North side.
Nigga, I'm at the pizza,
North, baby.
Bro, the Pizza Hut on the north side on Leopard Street. I used to slang pizza. They got the drive-through, yes.
You say you were slanging pizzas?
Nigga, I was slanging pizzas on the north side. Nigga, this white Mustang whipping that bitch, boy. Check this out. So one day it's raining. I'm looking for like somewhere like Mary Street or some shit. It's like right
off the freeway.
Right off the freeway. Like you go down that one street there. I'm looking Mary Street, Ruth Street, all them bitches, right? So I don't remember the exact one, but I'm typing in my GPS. It's raining. I look up, the light's yellow, so I go, I'm not gonna make this. I need to stop. So as soon as I hit the brakes, it turns red. So I need to stop now. So I hit the brakes harder. I skirt right through the intersection. I'm like, oh shit. I look to my right. Tell me why I see the goddamn lights on the cop, right? I'm like this. I finish my slide through the intersection. I just pull into a parking lot. What are you doing, son? Delivering pizzas, trying to find bro. Like, but again, like it just went back to hands on the wheel, give the license, like just like tone, make sure they can see you, type shit. And at the end of the day, like it's not about who you are. It's like human to human. Like it's a crazy world out here, bro. Like. And who's to say, like, at first, like, that guy didn't know that was Tyreek Hill. You're in Miami, man. Like, it's a bunch of drug niggas with Lambos and shit. Everybody got Batmobiles. Everybody got... Nigga, half the people at the U got Batmobiles. The Texas used a line of Lamborghinis as a recruiting trick. So, like, you just got to be cautious, you know what I mean? But anything else to add on that one, King?
I'm good with that one.
You good with that one? So, I don't know if y'all know this, but your boy Jaylen Brown got a rap song with A$AP Ferg called Just Do It. Now, in the world of... We know what he's doing. We know what he's doing. We know who this song is for.
Nah, elaborate. I don't know who it's for.
It's a slug?
I personally think it's a slug. It's called Nike.
Oh shit!
Like, cause think about it, like he's been beefing with Nike this whole time. Like he feel like him and Jason Tatum had the most disrespectful summer in NBA history. He's a Finals MVP. Like, don't even get the call to say, "Hey, bro, you want to at least think about coming to France with us?" Yeah, no. And I think it's a slug personally. I don't think the lyrics are very good. I don't think he should ever drop another song ever again. I think that's one thing him and Kobe Bryant have in common, like rapping's.
How did Ferg do?
Ferg actually held the track together, in my opinion.
You gonna do a feature with Darren Waller?
Who?
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller gonna do a feature? Why? Oh.
All you gotta do is play the
feature
with whoever you want.
Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I got a favorite WNBA superstar, bro. You wanna know who it is, bro? Kelsey Plum, bro. Like, I love her. Just saying, that's in me though. Have you heard the song?
Darren Waller song?
No, Jaylen Brown song.
No. Okay. I was just making sure.
Does Darren Waller have a song out there?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called, but
bruh,
it's terrible.
Hold on, we're gonna play it after we go off air. I ain't trying to get no copyright. I ain't trying to pay no goddamn extra fees and stuff. But we're gonna have to jam that.
Copyright.
Is it a diss track to Kelsey Plum?
I don't know.
That's his ex, right?
Yeah.
It might be. I mean, that's what everybody doing. You got a problem with a nigga, you shoot a slug. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. If
I think it's a love song. I don't know. It's terrible.
DJ, won't you play this girl a love song? No, by myself. Hey, do it.
See, when you told me about such and such had a song with somebody, I looked it up. I was like, oh, this is a basketball player.
It's the basketball player.
I don't keep up with hooping like that, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me neither. I just thought it was an interesting take, the fact that this man went out of his way to make a terrible rap song. It's not even mid. Like, I can't even... Like, I heard it, I was like, yeah, this sound
good.
It's all right. It's an A$AP Ferg type beat.
A$AP Ferg type beat.
Like...
That's what he searched on YouTube.
I guess so. He was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, how I'ma set this shit off, bro."
Don't he start off like on the couch or something? Like,
Bro, it starts off like a fucking breakup.
it starts off like this kind of.
Yeah, it starts off like this type shit, and like he's like like talking to his girl on the phone, or like they're trying to get in contact on the phone, and like you feel like okay, it's a breakup song, and then he's like, "What the fuck are you rapping about, bro?" Like it don't make no sense. And then ASAP Ferg just came on just spitting bars. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I would listen to it again. No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would listen to it again. Okay, we gotta show you this. You haven't heard it?
Nah,
Bro,
I
we
don't
gotta
want to
show
hear
you
it. What
this
else we
song.
got over there? Because I don't want to talk about it no more.
Next, we will get into Canelo has a fight against Berlanga, September the 14th.
This Saturday?
Is that this Saturday?
This
Yeah.
The
weekend.
14th? Yeah, the 14th at 8 p.m. So, are you a boxing guy? You like boxing?
I mean, I watch. I want to say I like it, but I watch boxing from time to time. It's been a little while, but
So, for the Berlanga guy, can you pull up the Berlanga guy's record for me, King? Because I don't.
22-0, 17
Oh.
knockouts.
How many knockouts?
17.
He knocked out 17 motherfuckers. That's crazy. So we have, is he like up and comer? Educate me, because I don't really, I know Canelo.
I mean, it's a title fight.
I
Right?
really, Canelo got the belt.
Title fight.
So,
You know, up and coming, you either coming or you're not.
hey, how you said it's all about the hardware. It's all about the hardware.
Ballers ball, fighters fight.
So coming into this fight, I think that
He's a Puerto Rican fighter.
Puerto Rican,
He young too. How old is he? Like 20.
Born in 97, so shit.
he's 5 years younger than me. I'm 31. He'll be
Yeah.
32, so like 25,
26.
26. So how they said, the old bull versus the young
27.
27. So
He's 6'1" with a 73-inch reach advantage.
damn.
Canelo's 5'7" with a 70.5-inch
Canelo
reach
got some
advantage.
power though.
This dude has 22 fights with 17 KOs.
That's crazy. So
The Mexican versus the Puerto Rican.
this is a battle for the culture.
This back to motherfucking Trinidad versus De La Hoya type shit.
Bro, this is about to be a fucking fight, bro.
It's
Like,
that Trinidad versus motherfucking
man,
De La
I
Hoya
think-
type feel.
I think Canelo going dub.
Dub,
Too much. He old, got a lot of experience. Dude, Obama got 22 fights.
that's a lot of fights.
I mean, it is, but
Like, that's a lot of professional fights. But I get what you're saying. I think
Canelo done fought Floyd.
Canelo got his ass whipped by Floyd.
I know, but still, he got the experience there.
You know, that's all he got out of it.
There's
Like,
a good undercard too.
love
What's the undercard?
Lara versus Danny Garcia. Kayla Plant versus Trevor McCumbee. Rolando Romero. Is that Rolly or no? Rolando Romero versus Manuel Jaimes, super lightweight. Stephen Fulton versus Carlos Castro, featherweight.
Okay. I like it.
I've heard some of those names.
But I got Canelo winning.
Yeah, Rolando is Rolly.
Is Rolly?
Yeah.
Heard.
I think he gonna run circles around that little young buck.
I think so. You think so? I think he takes it serious, and we get a 9th round knockout.
I think he'd be done sooner than that.
Sooner than that?
Damn.
I don't know. Like, I think it's gonna go at least 9, maybe 10.
Man, Canelo old man, he ain't gonna go that long.
Canelo, but what was his last fight? His last fight went the distance, right? For Canelo?
Gee, he fights so damn much. I don't even remember the damn last fight. Shit.
Man, we got a couple of more, and then we're gonna get up out of here. The last thing that
I got some picks before we get up out of here.
Okay, what we got?
Go ahead and
for-
get with your last pick, and then
The last thing that I want to get into is we have a new Deshaun Watson. Hang on, bro. Cause like,
What it look like?
bro, I'm gonna read you the article, bro. Hold up, bro. We got a new Deshaun Watson case that's completely unrelated to the previous 24. Okay, so this article was posted on. Let's see, where's my text at? Let's see. This article was posted yesterday.
yeah, it came out yesterday.
So This like so apparently like dude meets with chick. Okay, NFL is reviewing lawsuit filed Monday accusing Deshaun Watson of SA and battery in October 2020 when he was a member of the Houston Texans. We are reviewing the complaint and we will look into the matter under the personal conduct policy. Not looking at the commissioner's exempt list as there's been no formal charges and the league's review has just begun. The league spokesperson Brian McCarthy said, according to the lawsuit, which was filed in Harris County, Texas, H-Town, the alleged actions occurred before Watson and the woman who's going under the name Jane Doe in the court filings were set to have dinner at the woman's apartment. So the lawsuit states that Watson met the woman, a single mother, at a Houston restaurant and bar, managed to get her phone number, and initially attempted to meet her at the Houston Galleria for a date. Reluctant to meet Watson in public, the woman insisted and agreed. The woman instead agreed to dinner at her apartment, according to the lawsuit. On the evening of the date, according to the lawsuit, she said Watson was having trouble finding her apartment and began aggressively screaming at her on the phone, saying he didn't have time for this. The lawsuit alleges that while applying her makeup in the bathroom, the woman found Watson completely naked on her bed, laying face down on his stomach. Watson then requested the woman to massage his buttocks. The woman...
What kind of shit Deshaun Watson into, man?
Hold up. The woman requested the woman then massage his buttocks. The woman tried to appease Watson by rubbing his back rather than his buttocks, according to the lawsuit. Watson then turned over and continued to demand that Jane massage him, gesturing from his knees to his groin. According to the lawsuit, the woman told Watson that she was not a masseuse. I'm guessing she's a black girl. Saying that she's not a masseuse, to which Watson asked her what she wanted to do instead, the suit alleges. Before the woman could answer, Watson partially disrobed Jane Doe and penetrated her vagina without consent, implicit or explicit, according to the lawsuit, which alleged that Watson assaulted the woman for several minutes before she escaped and grabbed a heavy piece of decor for self-defense. Watson then stormed out of Jane Doe's apartment, according to the lawsuit and a statement by ESPN spokesperson. We will respect the due process of our legal system, according to according to recently filed civil suit of the NFL. Watson, 28, going into a suspension, yada yada. And then the last part, Watson settled 23 of 24 lawsuits in 2024. Long story short, and then it goes into his trade or whatever. But the interesting thing is this new lawsuit, the same lawyer that represented those other 24 women is the one who's picking up this lawsuit.
I don't even want to stick on this too long because I don't even like to talk about shit like this.
But then I'm done.
I just feel like why is it a civil lawsuit and why didn't she file a criminal complaint right when it happened? Yeah. And I'm not taking her side or his side. I'm just saying like some shit just don't make no sense. Like, why would you come with us? If this shit happened, you should have called the laws right when it happened. You don't wait until years later. You don't even live in Houston no more. Now you filing a civil lawsuit. Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah. It all sounds like a money grab to me.
Yeah.
Just based off everything, he was trying to meet in public, and sound like he's just trying to get to know the one. Well,
she might have had consensual sex with him, and she's now... The lawyer then told her lawyer might be a friend of hers or her homegirl used the lawyer that you know what I'm saying, she got paid before. So shit, girl, I know you could get some money. You know what I'm saying? Like you just never know with that shit.
Yeah. You was with him too, right?
Type shit. With stuff like that, it's always gray areas. I don't really like talking about it,
Yeah, like, I don't really like talking about it. I just wanted to touch over it and just like because I train a lot of young athletes, and this is what I'll say about the subject. Always be smart, bro. Like, it's not about you in that situation, bro. Like, if you feel that she's intoxicated or not in the right state of mind, or like, just always use your big brain type shit. But anything you want us to go over your picks real quick?
Yeah,
right,
let's
King?
go over these picks right quick before we get up out of here, man. I got some high school picks, some college picks, and some NFL picks for y'all. We're gonna start off with Veterans Memorial High School versus Brownsville Revetta High School. Both are 1-1.
I'll take CC Vets.
Me too.
Vets, okay, bet. I picked this game because I remember you saying your brother's a coach over there. So I got Ray 0-2 versus Kingsville 2-0.
Give me the Brahmas, bruh.
Kingsville?
My bro about to pitch a shutout. What you talking about?
Okay, we gonna roll to the west side real quick, man. We got West Oso 0-2 versus San Diego 1-1.
Sorry, folks. I'm not gonna like this. I'm gonna go with San Diego. I hope my boys win though. You know what I'm saying? Bring that dub.
Already.
I'm gonna follow the train. I'm gonna go with San Diego.
Already. And the big one, the real big one, everybody's waiting for Friday night in the Alamo Dome. Miller versus DeSoto.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Who I got and who winning? I mean,
See, I feel you because
I
who
got
you roll with and who you think gonna win.
I got DeSoto winning, baby. I hope Miller pull it off, but
he gonna do me like
I'm
this.
gonna be real. You know, I'm
All
be
right,
real.
so for the last,
Go Bucks. You know what
go
I'm saying?
Bucks first and foremost.
Buck everybody.
Yeah, buck everybody. Nuck if you buck type shit, right?
Bring that
But
dub home.
I'm going to
be
this
wrong.
game this Friday, right? And I'm cheering for Miller, and I will be supporting Miller, and I hope Trevor picks apart that secondary, and I hope the Taylor boys get 1,000 yards on this night. But I'm picking the Eagles. I'm picking DeSoto. I just got to, and I'm gonna have to actually say this twice because I haven't made my picks and predictions on my TikTok yet. So if they don't see it here, they're gonna see it on TikTok. So that's my pick. I'm rocking with DeSoto.
Hey, end of the day, game still got to be played. So
Hey,
do
ball
what
is-
y'all do, baby. Ball is ball. Bring
Ball
that
is
dub back
ball.
to Corpus. You know what I'm
Refs,
saying?
ref.
We pull it.
The games ain't played on paper.
Games ain't played
Yeah,
on
exactly.
paper, so, but I do think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a solid quality matchup, though, for sure. Anything you gotta add, Jess? You
Let me
want to tell the
see.
people? Oh,
Go ahead. You got anything else for that game? That Miller versus DeSoto game?
no.
Really?
What else you got, King?
Let's go to college real quick. Let's go Bama versus Wisconsin.
Where they playing at?
I think it's at Wisconsin because Fox Sports is there. So I'm pretty sure it's at Wisconsin because they do the Big
I've
Ten.
seen Alabama do some stupid shit on the road, but don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. You know how much it hurts me to pick Alabama in these games, bro? I'm gonna take Bama.
We just being realistic.
I got to. I'm an Auburn fan. I know how good they are.
Who you taking? You taking Bama?
I'm taking Bama.
Okay. Texas A&M versus Florida.
Tie. Oh man, bro, both of them quarterbacks are trash.
Man, I got a little partner I kind of worked with that plays for the Aggies, so I'm gonna ride with the Aggies.
Already. It's at Florida too.
I'll take Florida just because you took the Aggies. I like to be petty sometimes.
You asshole.
Okay, we got Georgia versus Kentucky.
Georgia.
Already.
Don't be surprised
Colorado.
if Kentucky pulls the upset though.
Colorado versus Colorado State.
Colorado State.
We talked about this on there.
We did. I'm going Colorado State.
Yeah, Colorado State. They playing in Colorado State.
Yeah, they're playing at Colorado State. Y'all both taking Colorado State?
Yeah.
I'll take the Rams.
Already. Okay, let's move on to the NFL.
Yeet.
I want to say the Thursday night game is Buffalo versus Miami. Who y'all got?
Where they play at?
They play in Buffalo, I think.
I think it's in
I got
Miami.
Buffalo.
Let's see.
Look right now, my bad. It's in Miami.
In Miami,
Yep.
I'll take the Bills. Wait, who did the Bills play week 1?
Cardinals.
They're 1-0. They're both teams are 1-0.
Oh, I want to take the Bills, but there's something about
I'm gonna
Miami.
go with the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
I want to pick Miami.
Tyreek
Who'd you
went-
pick, King?
Tyreek went off last week.
I'll probably go with the Dolphins.
I'll be different. I'll pick the Bills. I'm petty
Okay.
like that.
Let's go on down to Texas. We got Dallas versus New Orleans.
That's going to be a better game than people think. Is it in New Orleans or is it in Dallas?
in
New Orleans
Dallas.
played tough the other night.
It's in Dallas.
Both teams are 1-0.
Man, you know what? Dallas defense played lights out the other night.
Hell yeah, they did.
I don't like Dallas, but
Hell, do you know
Hey.
how hard it is for both of us to say, you know what? That Dallas team is better
I'm
than I
always
thought it was
be
gonna
realistic, baby.
And I got to be, right? But like,
so I'm gonna ride with Dallas.
it pains me to say that defense is.
I mean, I hope they
legit.
tie, but
I hope they tie. I hope they tie. I hope they go to double overtime and nobody
Realistically, you can't go into double overtime in the NFL. I don't know
Y'all
if you
run
know.
with Dallas?
Yeah,
I'm picking Dallas. I'm not riding with them. I'm picking
I'm
Dallas.
gonna pick Dallas simply because they're playing Derek Carr.
Already. Okay, last one we got here. Chicago at Houston. Both teams are 1-0.
gonna take
Houston.
Houston.
Caleb Williams versus CJ Stroud.
Can we?
That's not a matchup.
Yeah, that's not.
That's not a matchup.
Can we talk about the fact that Caleb Williams got a win and he completed 93 yards worth of passes, no touchdowns. His team did not score an offensive touchdown, and that is the first overall pick to win a debut since 2002.
But he
he
moved
got
the
the
ball when it mattered most,
You right.
and that's all that
You
matters.
right. He got the hardware.
In the day, about that dub.
Facts.
That's why they picked you.
Facts. And he a ref. He know about how dubs come and go. You know what I'm saying? All right, so question.
Nope.
Funniest thing you've heard while reffing a football game where you're like, hey, bro, that was funny, but I can't have you saying that.
Most of the time, I just get a lot of N-word stuff, stupid stuff. Now, craziest thing I've had is Little League game. I had a little kid just literally Willie beaming himself. Just
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Anything else you want to add, King?
No, I'm good.
You
Shit,
good?
take
You
us
good?
out.
You want to tell the people where they can find you on your socials, man? So they can follow you, show you some love and all that good stuff?
Nah, I try to be private, kind of.
Bet.
Not too private, but
You know what I'm saying? If y'all need a ref, hit your boy up. But
had them funds ready.
I go by the name of Lucky Lamar. This has been the Riding House Sports Show, and we appreciate y'all's time. Y'all have a good night. Peace.